What's up? My name's Glueboy. Welcome back to the channel where we go over 40k topics. And I mentioned last video, I'm on vacation right now, so I'm gonna be covering kind of an easy, less research-intensive topic. And besides, I actually have been on a pretty big Imperium Chaos hot streak. I haven't talked about Xenos, and especially I haven't talked about Necrons for a while. So today, we're gonna be covering Imotekh the Stormlord. Imotekh is probably one of the more scary combatants you can find yourself facing in 40k, as he is definitely like top 5 of greatest military minds in 40k. The dude is a tactical and military genius. It's insane and made worse because he's a fucking Necron and he can like output commands in like a fraction of a second and have all of these like programmed conditions that if such and such happens, warriors do this, Lich Guard do this. Like, it's complicated. The man is playing like chess 20 steps ahead of his opponent as they're out playing checkers. That's Imotekh. And as well, he's probably like the strongest Necron right now. Like better than the Silent King, as he's got more Tomb Worlds, he's got a bigger army right now. It's damn. Which also, this is a fact that Imotekh himself would be very happy with for 2 big reasons. First, Imotekh fucking despises the Silent King with a passion. And it's hard to blame the guy, because the Silent King is the dude who damned all the Necrons to their current robot soulless form, put everyone to sleep, and fucked off into the outer fringes to just kind of cry about it. And when the Silent King came back, he was like, fuck you, I'm doing my own shit, you failed us, you're a coward, I'm gonna lead us. And that's what he sees himself as, is like this great unifier of the Necron peoples. And the second reason is because Imotekh has a massive fucking ego. The dude is prideful to a fault, as Imotekh is really good tactically. He is not the greatest in martial combat. As, well, saying this, all Necrons are capable in melee combat now. They're in their robot forms, they hit a lot harder, they can react quicker, there's a lot of benefits. However, Imotekh is not a duelist. That's not who he is. And he often gets his ass kicked in duels, also made worse by a possible flaw when he woke up from his big nap, that he has this tendency to want to face his opposing commander in one-on-one combat. And even more, that he will not kill them. He goes for the humiliation instead, where he'll come out onto the battlefield and go like, it's now us, we will duel. You will see the might of Imotekh, and then like take a hand and be like, now you know, I could have killed you, but I didn't. Come back when you're stronger. And this gets his ass beat. Or he does this move and he's like, we must duel, and then say, High Marshal Helbrecht beats his fucking ass. He's like, oh, okay, all right, and he runs away. That's kind of his thing. When Imotekh loses, it's because he's facing against just stronger people, not smarter people. He's not being outplayed, he's being outmighted, if that's a word. But anyways, I should get into Robot Napoleon's whole backstory. He came from a planet known as Mandragora, which when he woke up was embroiled in civil war. Now, a few Necrons woke up early on Mandragora, except for the leading Pharaon, as he actually died. And these noble houses like awoke and were like, hey, the throne's free. And thus started a giant civil war, where it was full on like Game of Thrones level shit, where they're all fighting for control, but found themselves in this big stalemate, as they also had the situations kind of like code, that like, all right, we're not gonna wake any more nobles, we're just gonna, whoever wins this fight, this war is gonna win. Except for one noble, he kind of had the smart idea of, hey, what if I wake Imotekh? He's this grand general, this Nemesaur of the war in heaven, he'll save us. And he woke Nemesaur. And Nemesaur heard the situation, like, you're doing fucking what on my planet? And proceeded to raise an army, kill all of these warring nobles, conquer the planet, and decide, I'm gonna go out and reconquer the stars. And like I mentioned, Imotekh is a strategic fucking genius. So this was super easy for him, really quick. And he very happily took on the role of being the Necron uniter. As well, he took other Necron nobles under his position and took up the position of Pharaon, and is now leading one of the biggest dynasties ever. And as well, a big thing with Necrons. Necrons are very politically minded. They like backstabbing each other. They like, they're scheming and all that good stuff. Necron politics are quite something, which he very quickly got rid of the infighting by just outlawing it entirely. No Necron v Necron combat, no infighting in any case. A lot of the other Necrons were really peeved about this, but once you start making some examples and killing a few like Necrons that are opposing you, they fall in line real quick. Though I would be remiss to mention, there's one thing out there that hard counters Imotekh, and that's the orcs. The man despises orcs because he can't plan around them. He's no like Yarg at all, as he can win little battles against the orcs, but large campaigns or just any battle he does will just kind of be undermined later, or the orcs will do something weird that he hasn't anticipated and it'll fuck up his entire strategy. Which I did see a fun theory that it might be because orcs were created to combat the Necrons back in the War of Heaven. So it's just a thing with his computing, it just can't handle it. But yeah, that's Imotekh, honestly. There's a lot of like little campaigns I'm leaving out. I mentioned earlier he has some serious beef with the Black Templars and High Marshal Helbrecht. They've fought a few times, but I'm not going to get into military campaign stuff. It's all just individual stories or books that he's in. So if you want to look into it, read the wiki, read those campaigns, check out the books he's in, do that instead. That's not what this channel's for. But yeah, that's about it. If you like this, leave a like, subscribe, do all that. Go check out my community post, vote on a faction you'd like to see me cover later. Happy holidays. See ya.